All right, everybody, welcome back to Family Meals. Chef Alan.
And Chef Ella.
We got a classic here for you, Italian meatballs. We got pork, we got veal, we got ground chuck, eggs, cheese. Oh, this is gonna be absolutely phenomenal. I cannot wait. Plus, we're doing not one, not two, but 3 cooking methods on these meatballs to show you a different variety. You ready to go?
Woo!
Let's cook.
1,
2,
3, let's go!
All right, everybody, here we go. We're gonna walk through the ingredients of our phenomenal meatballs. Ella, what do we got?
We got 1 pound of ground chuck, 1 pound of ground veal, and 1 pound of ground pork.
We got flat leaf Italian parsley. We got bread. We're gonna make a panada with that bread. I'm gonna walk you through that. We got 2 whole eggs. We got Parmesan Reggiano, salt and pepper, and fresh garlic. Now, in the past, we've used a minced garlic. I think this we'll take the time and we're gonna do the garlic right. It's gonna be fantastic. We're gonna do 3 cooking methods. We're gonna do a deep fry, we're gonna do a bake, and then we're gonna poach it literally in our spaghetti sauce. Are we ready to go, Ella?
Woo!
Let's cook. All right, everybody, so the first step in our panade, all right? Basically, it's starch and liquid. We're gonna use milk here. You can see I'm cutting off the crusts, okay? We're actually using sourdough bread here. I kind of like the idea of sourdough bread with this, all right? And we're just looking to make little cubes, okay? And basically what this will do is combine with the milk, this will create almost like a slurry style consistency that as it soaks into the milk, okay, it will actually coat the proteins in the meatballs and prevent them from tightening up and getting too tough when we cook them. Okay, everybody, now that we got the panade soaking, Ella, what's gonna be our next step?
Grating the cheese.
All right, let's see what we got. You love this little toy, don't you?
Yeah.
And we're doing this on our coarsest grade. And we're gonna do all this cheese, and then we're gonna do the garlic. Good job, sweetie, you're doing great. We have the garlic smashed down. Now we're gonna add the garlic right to our cheese. Okay, you can see we got it in here, all right? It's gonna take a little bit, but it's gonna be so much better, much more flavor, subtle, okay? You can see it actually in there. We're gonna scrape all that out. If you don't have one of these fancy goo gadgets that we got off of Amazon, just use a box grater, do the same thing. All right, everybody, so we got all of our mise en place ready. We got all of our ingredients ready to go. Now we're gonna start building our meatballs. The most important thing about building your meatballs, okay? We have our veal, we have our pork. We're going to add that first, okay? Get all that out. Then we're going to add our panade. Because like I said, the panade is what's designed to help coat the proteins, okay? The last thing we are going to put in is going to be our ground chuck, okay? This has so much fat content, you could actually just really work it hard with all our other ingredients that we're going to add. We have our minced garlic with our shredded cheese, our parsley, our whipped egg. We're gonna mix all that together, then we're gonna add our chuck in, because if you overwork the meat, there's nothing you're gonna do about it. It's gonna get tough, and you're not gonna have a good experience. All right, our first step is done. All that panade is mixed in really nice with our pork and our veal. We're now adding our cheese, our parsley, and our garlic. All right, so now our next step. We have everything mixed in, our herbs, we have our fresh garlic and our freshly grated cheese. Ella, what's going in there next?
The eggs.
Pour it in. There you go. Good job, all the way, all the way. I'll take that. Hit it, Daddy. Okay, do your thing. Mix that up good. There you go. Good job. Punch that in, punch it in. There you go.
It's making weird noises.
You're doing a great job.
My gloves are falling off.
And our final step, we're gonna add our ground chuck. And like I said, we're just gonna gently fold this in so we don't make it too tough and get a really great tender meatball. Okay, we got everything mixed together. We're gonna take a small little piece, we're gonna form it out, we're gonna cook this as a test. We're gonna see if our flavor's right, if we need seasoning, salt and pepper, more garlic, more cheese, more egg, make sure it's tender enough. And then once we're happy with that, now we're gonna make our portion meatballs out. All right, everybody, so we did our test meatball. Let's try it out. See what we think. Needs salt. Definitely needs salt. All right, we're gonna add salt. Tasting number 2. Let's see where we're at. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Much better. Chef behind the camera, what do you think?
Much better than the first.
All right, let's start rolling some meatballs. All right, everybody, so we're happy with our flavor profile that we have for our meatballs. Now we're gonna actually start rolling some. Here's a quick tip for you. I don't like wearing gloves doing this, even though I was doing it when I'm mixing them. I actually take my hands, spray with some pan spray. Then roll the meatballs out. No bigger than a golf ball. I like them that size just because I think it offers a better experience for the finished product. Now keep in mind, we also said that we're going to do 3 different cooking preparations. We're gonna do a fried meatball, a baked meatball, and a raw meatball that we're gonna put right into the tomato sauce. How do you like this part, Ella?
It's fun.
Let's see what we got. Good job, sweetheart. Good job. Okay, so let's take a look at what we have here. So again, we went with a total of 3 pounds of meat. We did roughly about a pound of cheese, 2 eggs, 2 slices of bread, a full piece of parsley, or bunch of parsley, and we have 42 meatballs out of here. Now let's go check out the 3 different cooking processes we're gonna do for these. Our first one, we're going to fry. Now the nice thing about frying them is you're gonna get a really nice, crispy crust on the outside, but they still will need to be finished in your sauce. All right, everybody, so we're gonna take these meatballs out. Yes, that's the fan you can hear going on. It kicked on by itself. Nothing we can do about that. I'm gonna turn the oil off. Okay, we're gonna let these drain a little bit. Then we're gonna add them right to our sauce we have going there. All right, so for now, let's backtrack. We pulled these out of the fryer. This would be great if you wanted to do some type of appetizer without the sauce on them, just deep fried, get a nice crust on it and finish it in the oven. But this is the pan now. We're gonna put these into the oven, okay? We're just gonna bake these. They're gonna take a lot longer, but that's all right, okay? As well as, you'll notice I have this handle on here. This pan I actually bought at the restaurant supply store. You just pull this right off, okay? Oven set at 350 degrees. I'm literally just gonna take this, put it right in the oven. And for our final cooking method, we're actually gonna take them raw. And if my daughter wants to zoom in on there, we're gonna put these right into the sauce. This is just our regular favorite sauce that we make here at the Frederick household, okay? But the thing is, when you're doing it this way, okay, be careful not to stir it too hard or put too many in. I think that's about good right there, because we don't want them to break up, all right? They're gonna be much softer initially, okay? So if we stir until really hard, they might break apart, okay? So that's one of the downfalls of putting raw meatballs into your sauce. All right, everybody, moment of truth. Here we go. We're gonna taste these phenomenal meatballs. We got ground chuck, veal, pork, eggs, fresh garlic, freshly grated Parmesan cheese. We even took some and we shaved some for a garnish. We have ricotta cheese here. I love ricotta cheese with meatballs. Enough talking?
Let's eat.
Let's eat. The meatballs are soft. I could taste the cheese in there. Ella, what do you think? What do you like about them?
I like how the ricotta cheese adds to it. It's really good.
Instead of just regular Parmesan cheese people might put on there, put the ricotta cheese on there. Offers a whole new dimension of texture and flavor. Oh, you're going for a second bite. There we go. Well, that's what I'm talking about. Again, this Italian classic meatballs, cooked 3 different ways. Do whatever way is most comfortable for you. Remember, meat always has to get to internal temperature of 155 degrees. We start with our pork and our veal first, then we add the chuck. Don't overwork that chuck, so then you'll get a tough meatball. Ella, what should they do?
Subscribe, like, comment on this video on what you want to see next, and share to your friends.
All right.